I'm Guy Phillips, running for Scottsdale City Council. And like Ms. Klapp said, everybody here says public safety is number one. And if you had the current city council here, they'd all say the same thing. So yes, you do have to read between the lines. You have to say, what would these people do if something special came up, like a Discovery Center or a Western Museum or economic development that they really wanted as their pet project, and that they had special interest groups backing? What would they cut to get that thing done? That's what you have to ask yourself. Now, I believe that tourism and special events and the resorts and the golfing and all that, that's what brings money to Scottsdale. Economic development brings the money to special interest groups only. And in the end, I think that'll be the demise of Scottsdale. We don't need heightened density here, and we don't need to cut public safety in order to bring that here. So I'm going to stand up for the rights of the residents of Scottsdale, and I'm going to stand up for our quality of life and our standard of living, and I hope you'll vote for me. Thank you.
My family moved to Scottsdale and ran the small post office at Scottsdale Road and Shea. That began what my parents started as giving back to our community. And that was 40 years ago. And I still maintain that desire to give back to my community. That's why I'm running for Scottsdale City Council. Public safety is obviously a base need that all the citizens expect. You expect to be safe when you leave your house. You expect when there's a fire that is going to get put out. And we've all had a genuine respect for police and fire. My experience in business is one of collaboration, and I will work very diligently with Chief Olson and Chief Rodbell, as well as everybody on both forces, to make sure that we keep Scottsdale as the number one place to work as far as our public safety. Thank you very much for the opportunity tonight.
Again, Chris Schaffner, and thank you again for the opportunity tonight to speak with you and answer some questions. If you have any other questions or would like to have a conversation with me, I'd be delighted to hear from you. My contact information's out front. Just grab something on your way out, and I'll make myself available to you. You know, as I watch the council's activities and what it does, I'm reminded of something that I was told in my childhood, and frankly, I don't even remember who, but somebody said to me once, you'll notice in life that people are almost always good at what they spend most of their time on. And we see a million examples of this, whether it's a professional, whether it's a family person, whether it's a charitable individual. Where people spend their time, they tend to be good. That's true for bodies too, and the council's no exception. The council spends most of its time, and it does, this is a matter of easy record to verify, spends most of its time looking for ways to come up with zoning concessions, and they're good at it. I would submit to you the council has spent very little time addressing public safety issues, and I think when they have, often haven't done so well. We need to spend more time on it. It needs to be prioritized. That's what we should be doing, and I've been to the microphone on your behalf. I'd be happy to continue to do that and be down there in your favor, whether from the dais or not, but we need to change the council's attitude and make public safety a priority. If you elect me, that's one of the things I will do.
Thank you again, everybody, for coming this evening. And I just want to add, as I've reiterated, and everybody else, that for me, having a brother that's a police officer, I'm highly sympathetic to everything that you guys go through and what's important and what you need and what's required. And I'm fully passionate and supportive of that, and will remain so. Having an adult disabled daughter, she's wheelchair bound. She's also deaf, so her safety and security when she's out and going around the neighborhood in her wheelchair is just, I can't even put into words how important that is to me. Having the fire department be the first responders, her health is fragile. The training that they get, the expertise that they have, the professionalism, it was one of the things that I looked into the fire department as soon as I moved here, and I was very comfortable and very, assured that all of us, not just my daughter, is going to get the utmost care, and I just want to maintain that and grow it.
We've referenced schools about 10,000 times tonight, but what does a school do? A school brings a community together. Part of that community, in every Scottsdale or almost every Scottsdale school, there's a resource officer. That's a police officer. That police officer is there for many reasons, but you know what the end result is? They're mentors, they're guidance counselors, and they're leaders. they're presenting an image, and they're presenting a way of life, I think. The other thing, how many times on a summer after or a spring do you walk by and you see the kids at the carnival at one of our schools and the fire department's out there? Well, see, once again, I go back to schools. The fire department is engaging these young people and showing them the equipment and getting them excited about public service. That's a wonderful thing. I just want to say that you have my respect, and I promise to try to create that civility and that workplace culture that makes it even better for you. Thank you much. Oh, and by the way, I also want to say thank you to our moderator this evening, Mr. John A. Gulick III, who has done a wonderful job.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give these candidates a hand. Whoever wins this race, we're going to be well represented with these kind of dedicated people. I hope you've enjoyed this. On behalf of our sponsors, thank you. Thank you, candidates. Job well done on everyone's part. And sponsoring organizations in the audience, we are adjourned. Thank you.